Well, an online registry has revealed the domain name for the new royal baby, Lilibet Diana, has been purchased.
Let's cross now to our Lilibet correspondent, Peter Ford. Pete,
Hi, Pete.
Do we know who bought it?
No, we don't, but obviously we're going to guess, right, that perhaps Meghan and Harry did get this name and have registered it. Now, of course, this time yesterday, everybody was talking about the name, the history of it, all sorts of debate and discussion. Did they tell the Queen they were going to use it? Did they ask her permission? Did she give permission? Lots of these questions still remain unanswered, I might add. But we do know that the baby's name is, of course, Lilibet, and we know that that name has now been registered, and it has been registered for commercial purposes. So, to be fair to Meghan and Harry, I'd love to say that. How rare is that I said that? But what we do need to know is that it doesn't necessarily mean that they are planning to bring out a range of Lilibet pencil cases and Lilibet pyjamas. They may, in fact, be doing that to stop other people thinking, that's a great name, I'm going to start to cash in on this and bring out a range of kids' clothing. Yeah. Now, somebody who has addressed this is the royal commentator Angela Levin, and this was her commentary on Good Morning Britain.
They've made a domain, Lilibet Diana. They did that yesterday.
Right, so that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Domain is that nobody can use that email, and they can use that for any sort of commercial work they want to do.
So they've already sort of licensed it?
They've licensed it.
Now, there is actually already a company in India called Lilibet who do kids' clothing, but they made a mistake when they set up the company and they actually used 2 L's in Lilibet rather than 1. So they may escape the clutches of Meghan and Harry's legal team. Meanwhile, today, the book has hit the shelves of The Bench, and this is rather interesting because now finally we're actually seeing there is a photograph or there's a cartoon in the book where we see probably the first picture, albeit an imaginary one, of Meghan actually holding the baby, because there's a shot there of her cuddling a brand new born baby. So we are awaiting the real picture. That's what we actually do want.
So that's our first official glimpse of Lilibet.
Yeah, exactly.
And moving on, Pete, a Hollywood star was spotted running in the Brisbane Marathon. Who was that?
Yeah, this is Colin Farrell. Now, Colin's currently based in Queensland. He's doing the movie 13 Lives. If that doesn't ring a bell, this is the story of the Thai cave boys being filmed here in Australia. Ron Howard directing. And over the weekend, Colin Farrell decided to go for a run in the Brisbane Marathon. There he is. That's him.
This is him running in it. OK.
Yeah, looking good. Now, as fit as he looks, he actually only came in 222nd. That's the kind of, you know, placing I thought I would have got if I'd got in it. There were, in fact, more than 600 competitors. Oh, why are you laughing at that? There were, in fact, more than 600 competitors in it. So, yeah, he still was in, I guess, the top third
half
of it. Yeah, the top half, exactly. So, anyway, good luck to Colin Farrell.
That's good.
Yeah.
Top half, the way you use top half as good stuff. Now, Pete, there's some exciting news for Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, you know, a couple of years ago, Olivia said, I'm not going to be singing ever again. And thankfully, she's gone back on that announcement a couple of times now. This latest one is with Paul Anka. Now, Paul Anka was in his heyday. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, God, you know, is he still around? He must be 110. He's not. He's only 79. A lot of those pop stars, they were huge when they were still very, very young, you know, 15 and 16 in some cases. So he's 79 years old. One of his very early hits, big hits, was Put Your Head on My Shoulder. And that's what Paul Anka and Olivia Newton-John have gone into the studio to record together again. So in this case, it's like 60 years after Paul Anka first recorded that he's gone back and done it again. Here is, in cartoon version, he and Olivia doing that number.
Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby.
So that's the way to go, you know, just replace ourselves with cartoons in the future.
We're just thinking exactly that.
We learn those.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Less time in hair and makeup. Works for me. Finally, the Voice judges have come together for a special promo. This dropped last night. I'm so excited about it. It looks awesome. We need to
It
see
does
it,
look
Pete.
great. Yeah, it does look really good. And of course, the hype is now beginning for the countdown to the boys. I can't give you a date, so it's not really a countdown quite yet. But to get the judges together, judges / coaches together, is quite a special thing to do. And here is that promo.
Wow.
So Jess, Rita, Guy and Keith all together in one spot at one time. So it's a great promo.
It's so good. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to go online and look it up, because it starts off with Rita and then they all come in and they all do solos.
Don't tell us what happens,
And
Carly.
that's the ending bit. But they're so good all together. To get them, it's just it's magic.
Yeah.
It's a magic promo.
It is. Yeah.
Thanks,
Good
Pete.
stuff.
And listen,
Thank
if
you.
anybody anywhere in the world on social media says anything about Lilibet, please cross back
I
into the
will.
program.
I will. Thank you.
urgently.
Thanks, Pete.